up, y'all? So welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a labor and delivery story time / Q&A. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe and share my video, please, and thank you. And now we're going to get on right into the video. So you guys, leading up into my labor, like 3 weeks before I went into labor, I went to one of my doctor's appointments, and he basically told me like my baby was head down, she was ready to come out. I may have going into labor like before my due date. That's how ready she was, and I was in so much pain. So he was like, yeah, she's probably gonna come before the 9th, because my due date was October 9th, 2020, and I ended up having her October 7th, 2020. So only 2 days before, but he was making it seem like she was coming probably like a week or two early, which of course didn't happen because she came that Wednesday. My due date was that Friday. But leading up to that date, I was doing everything I could because I was in so much pain and I was so miserable pregnant at the end. I was ready to get it over with. I was walking the neighborhood, like doing all these laps. I was squatting. I was bouncing on my birthing ball. Like everything that they tell you to do that's going to induce labor, I did it. But nothing was working, and everybody around me who was pregnant with me was having a baby, and I wasn't. And I was like, dang, like I'm jealous. So this girl on my Snapchat ended up telling me like, well, when she went into labor, she did the midwife's brew. So she was like, yeah, go do the midwife's brew. And she told me all the ingredients and where to get the ingredients from. So then I went and I researched it, and I watched all these different videos on the midwife's brew. And I was like, I was telling my mom, my boyfriend, and my aunts and everybody. And I was like, yeah, I'm about to do the midwife's brew. So I called my homegirl, and I was like, yeah, that's what I think I'm gonna do. And then me and my best friend, we ended up going to the store looking for the ingredients, couldn't find the ingredients. So that junk ticked me off. I was like, bumping, I'm not looking no more. If she comes, she comes. She don't, she don't. She'll come whenever she want to come, when she ready. I'm not rushing her no more. So that was that. And so I never ended up doing the midwife's brew, but I was just walking every day. Me and my boyfriend would walk, and I went walking with my homegirl one time. We would just walk around the neighborhood doing a whole lot of laps. And of course, like I was looking on YouTube, I was looking for some yoga positions to do on the mat to induce labor. Like I was doing all this different stuff to induce labor, which I don't know if they helped or if they didn't help. I don't know if she was just coming because she was ready or if what I did worked, but I don't know. Either way it goes, she came when she wanted to. When God wanted her to come, basically. Yes. When God wanted her to come. But that Monday, I went walking with my homegirl around the neighborhood. Then that Tuesday, I didn't go walking, but I was doing a whole lot of squats. I was doing a whole lot of bouncing on the ball, y'all. I was walking up and down my stairs, and I did it do. Me and my boyfriend, we did it do. And I came and I went to sleep, and like 3 that morning I woke up because I had to pee really bad. So I went to go pee, and then I came back and I tried to lay down. I was having like Braxton Hicks, but I was like having them every night. So I was like, dang, these Braxton Hicks aggravating. Like they just need to hurry up and turn into labor. But I was trying to go back to sleep because it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm sleepy. So I'm just trying to go back to sleep, but the pain was just progressing and progressing. I was like, dang, maybe these are contractions. And then I noticed like it would come and it'll go away. Then it'll come and it'll go away. And like Braxton Hicks, they just, you know, they just consistent, like mild cramps. But this was like progressing, the pain was progressing, and then they were like, come and they'll leave, come and leave. I was like, okay, I think these contractions. So I opened my little app, my contractions timer thing, and I started timing my contractions. And at first they were like 10 minutes apart. Then they started being like 7 minutes apart. Then they were like 7 minutes apart for a little minute. And then they was like 5 minutes apart. And then my app told me like, you need to start getting your bag together, da 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 da. So that's when I called my grandma and my aunt on the little FaceTime thing. And I was telling them like, I think I'm in labor and da 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 da, and they was basically saying, wake my mama up. Like they just kept saying, wake your mama up, wake your mama up. And I was like, no, I ain't gonna wake her up yet, because I don't even know if I'm like really finna go in labor, or I don't know if like I want to go to the hospital this soon, or if I want to labor at home. So I was like, no, I'm not going to wake her up. I'm going to just labor at home some more. So I end up taking a shower. I end up making sure everything was in our hospital bag. And then once they got unbearable and it was like 3 minutes apart, 2 minutes apart, I was like, okay, I'm about to wake my mama up. So I finally woke my mama up, and we end up getting all our stuff together, going to the hospital. So in between that time, like, I'm calling my boyfriend, his phone is dead. He said that it wasn't even dead, it was frozen, these stupid iPhones. But his phone was, like, to me, I thought it was dead, like, because it wasn't doing nothing. Like, my text messages wasn't going through, my calls wasn't going through. It was like something was wrong with his service or something. But really, his phone was just frozen, these stupid iPhones. And he had to end up restarting his phone. And once he did restart his phone, he saw I was in labor and stuff, of course. You know, he called panicking and stuff like that. But okay, so basically he wasn't answering the phone, but I was calm still because I had my mama. At first I started panicking because he wasn't answering the phone, but then my mama, like, you know, told me she'll be there, da 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 da. So that was that. We got to the hospital. I was in triage for like a couple hours because they didn't want to admit me yet because they didn't know if I was really in labor. So I was in triage. They kept checking me like every hour, like, to see how I was dilating. And my blood pressure ended up getting really, really high. And so they wanted to monitor me for my blood pressure, and they ended up telling my mama that she couldn't leave because she was my emergency contact, so she had to stay with me until my blood pressure went down because it was so elevated. Like, they was concerned. And so Eli was just in the parking lot, and he was on the FaceTime with my mom like the whole time. And we was just, like, you know, texting and keeping him updated when he wasn't on the phone. Well, I wasn't, but my mama was, because I was in so much pain. I ain't want to text. I ain't want to do nothing. Like, I was just focusing on breathing through them contractions. So finally, I got, like, I think I was like 3 centimeters dilated, and they finally admitted me to the hospital. So I ended up going into my labor and delivery room from out of triage. And my blood pressure started going down a little bit, and that's when they started to say that Eli and my mom could switch. Eli could come up and my mom could leave. So then Eli finally comes up or whatever, and we just FaceTime my mom. And at this point, the contractions are really bad. Like, they're bad, they're bearable, but they're bad. Like, don't get me wrong, those chunks hurt. Like, they hurt. And at this point, I'm like, my nurse that I had, she was so nice. I fell in love with her. She was telling me, like, her name was Mackenzie. She was like, I think you can do it. I think you can do it without it. She was like, but the medicine is here for you. It's available to you. She was like, so if you don't want to do it, just let me know and I'll get it all in for you. Like, you let me know. And I was like, I might go natural. But then I started remembering, like, everybody was saying, like, the worst part was pushing the baby out. And I was like, oh, I don't want to feel that. She finally, I was like I was exactly 7 centimeters, I think. And I finally got my epidural, and Eli was there holding my hand. I got my epidural, which did not hurt. I had contractions through getting the epidural, but you know you can't move. So I had to just focus on not moving. And I didn't move, got my epidural. About like 5 minutes later, I was numb, didn't feel nothing. I started pushing at 3:36. My baby was here at 4:41. But backtrack, okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. Backtrack. Once I finally hit like 9 centimeters, my doctor came in and he broke my water. And then I was about to start doing some practice pushes. And I was doing the practice pushes. No, I went to open my legs to do the practice pushes, y'all. And Kenzie was like, my nurse, she was like, oh no, let me call the doctor. Tell the doctor you're ready to push. So he came in, he broke my water. I think I was like 9, 10 centimeters. And then I started pushing probably like 5 minutes after that. 3:36, I started pushing. 4:41, my baby was here. I pushed for 5 minutes, literally. She was here. She came out so easy. I did tear. I had a 2nd-degree tear. And I had got hemorrhoids. and my butt from pushing so hard. But I didn't even know I was pushing hard. Like, I could barely feel myself pushing. Like, that's how good that epidural is. Like, I do not regret my epidural, y'all. I do not regret my epidural. The epidural was the best thing I got. Like, cause I went so numb. Like, I didn't feel nothing, not no contraction. They was like, push when you got a contraction. I'm like, when I'm supposed to know I got a contraction? I don't even feel nothing. So I had to watch the little monitor. Y'all, my contractions are crazy. Like, I was looking at the monitor as I had contractions, y'all. It was going all the way up. I was like, dang, what the world? But yeah, my labor was really fast. It was really easy, and it was really the best thing ever. Like, did it, got through it, and that was that. It was the best. But now, y'all, we're gonna go into the Q&A, and I'm gonna answer you guys questions that you asked me. And so yeah, let's go into that part of the video. So starting with the questions that you guys sent me on Instagram and Snapchat, the first question that I got was, did you get induced or did you go full term with your pregnancy? And I did go full term. I was 39 weeks when I had my baby. I had her on that Wednesday. My due date was that Friday. And I didn't get induced. I went in labor by myself. Did you go natural or did you receive the epidural? I received the epidural. I could have went natural, but like I said before, because medicine was offered to me and was available to me that could take all that pain away, why not use it? So yeah, I did not go natural. I did get an epidural. And how long was my labor? My labor was 14 hours. I was in labor for 14 hours. And what part was the most painful? I would say the most painful part were the contractions. Like I said, they weren't unbearable, but that was the worst part because I did not feel me pushing out my baby because of the epidural. I was so numb. I didn't feel nothing. So the most painful part was definitely the contractions. The next question says, what was your overall rate experience and was the epidural a must for you or an option? The epidural was definitely an option. It was not a must, it was an option. And what was my overall rate experience of labor? I'll say like a 5 or 6 because it hurt, but it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't unbearable. It wasn't something like, oh my gosh, I need this epidural or I'm gonna die. Like, it wasn't that. It was like, it was bearable, but it hurt. Like, you about to have a baby, so of course that junk hurt. But it was bearable. So I give it like a 6, 5 or 6. The next question says, just let me know whatever you feel is important. I'm due the 15th of December. Okay, so I wish you a lot of luck. A lot of luck. And I pray that you have the most healthiest baby ever. But the advice that I can give you that is very important is to have your supportive person there, somebody who's very supportive, somebody who's not going to get on your nerves. Like, have somebody there who's going to remind you to breathe and be there for you and not get on your nerves. Like, that is just key, because breathing is what you have to do. Like, breathing is key when having that, when you're going through them contractions. Like, you have to breathe through those contractions. Like, having somebody there that's supportive and that's not irritating and breathing through those contractions, I feel like that's the most 2 important things for labor. Like, as long as you have a supportive person and as long as you breathe through those contractions, you're straight A. That's how I feel anyways. Some people, they say have a good meal because you're going to be hungry. But I feel like them contractions are so intense to the point where I didn't even think about eating. Like, the contractions to me are bearable, but they're intense and they hurt. Don't get me wrong, they hurt. I did not care about eating. I was not focused on eating. I didn't care if I ate the next day. I was not hungry. Even after I had my baby and they tried to bring me something to eat, I did not eat. I just drank a ginger ale. That's it, literally. The next question says, rate the overall pain. I've already done that. Like I said, it was like a 5, 6 because it definitely hurt, but it wasn't a 10. It wasn't even an 8. It's like a 6. I'm gonna say 6, yeah. The next question said, how did the dad react through the labor? He was calm. Like, I thought he was gonna be very itchy and very, I don't know, like jumpy, but nah, he was calm and he was helpful, and he just stayed on FaceTime with my mama. And because like once they had to switch places and my mama left and he came up, he was just on the phone with my mama. He kept her updated. He recorded my baby coming out. Like, y'all, he was so calm. And he just act like he did that before. And I was like so proud of him. Like, he was proud of me, but I was proud of him because I thought he was gonna be real itchy and real jumpy, but he definitely wasn't. He definitely was calm. He definitely was my peace in that process. Him and my mama, yeah, they was definitely my peace. And I love the fact that I was able to have both of them be a part of my delivery. So yeah, it was bad that my blood pressure was high. Like, that was unfortunate, but it came out to be something really good because I got to be able to do some of my laboring process with my mom and some with my boyfriend. And those are my 2 people. We like this. The next question said, which part was the worst? And the part that was the worst was, oh, y'all hit the camera. The part that was the worst was the contractions. I think I already answered that, but yeah, it was definitely the contractions. How long did I stay in the hospital? I stayed in the hospital 2 days. I was in the hospital 3 days, but I stayed 2 nights, I think, because I was in there that Wednesday, that Thursday, and then I went home Friday. We went home like early Friday morning. Did I have heartburn when I was pregnant? Yes, I did have heartburn. My baby came out with a head full of hair, but yes, I had bad heartburn. I had bad indigestion when I was pregnant, especially towards the end. I don't know if that is because she had a lot of hair or not, but I know I really did have heartburn. How much did she weigh at birth? She was 7 pounds, 9 ounces. How was your support system during and giving birth? It was straight A, like 100%. It was there. I loved it. And like I said, like, that was the best part. That's what helped me get through my support system. My mama, my boyfriend, my grandma, my auntie, because they was on the phone. They always on the phone. So that my support system, straight A, definitely. The next question says, do you wish you could have done something differently while giving birth? No. I don't feel that way. I feel like everything was perfect. Like, I still go back and I still watch my videos, me giving birth, and I'm just amazed at how good I did, and I'm amazed at how easy she came out, and I'm amazed, like, I'm a mother and that's my baby, and I grew her for 9 months and she came out big and healthy. So yeah. The next question says, how was the pain? The pain was there, very much so. It hurts, but to me, it's bearable. But everybody's different. Like, I can't tell you that it's bearable for you because we're different and our bodies are different. But to me, it was bearable. It hurt, but it was bearable. I'll do it all over again for my baby. Yeah. And the next question says, did I have a vaginal birth or did I get a C-section? And I had a vaginal birth. I pushed that baby out, that big old girl. Yeah, dang, I keep hitting the camera, my bad, y'all. But yeah, I had a vaginal birth. And the next question says, did I do skin to skin immediately afterwards? I did. As soon as I pushed her out, they gave her straight to me, and then they put a blanket over us because after I had her, I had the shakes really, really, really bad. So they put like all of these hot blankets on us. And yeah. The next question is, what would I do differently next time? Nothing. Like, I feel like everything went perfect. I just feel like it was perfect. Like, it was the best thing ever. The next question says, were you at the hospital when your water broke, and did you do skin to skin after birth? I was definitely at the hospital when my water broke because they had to break it for me. My water never broke at home. I was just contracting really bad and then dilating, and once I got to 10 centimeters, they just broke my water for me, and then I pushed it right afterwards. So y'all, yeah, that's all the questions for today. And I really appreciate y'all for taking the time out and helping me do this video, and taking time out y'all days to ask me the questions, and taking time out y'all days to watch this video and watch my videos and keep up with me and my baby. The next video, I am going to introduce her to you guys, and it's going to be so perfect. So y'all stay tuned for that. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video for me. And again, I thank y'all so much for watching my videos, subscribing to me, and keeping up with us. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, your week, your month, into the next video.